Yes, nze nja kukolaganira ddala wamu butereevu ne nupu
utya
mu kulwana n'omulabe gwe tulina.
Njagala mutuuke munyiige musobole okwenunula bwe muli nyigayo mujje okwenunula. Bino ebikolobero Amini yamala bikola abantu ne banyiiga ne beevaamu ne bagamba ekimala.
Tokkirizibwa wadde okunkanga obukanzi.
Koleki tununule ensi ekyo kyekiddako era kati tweteekateeka okulaba nti tulumba.
Omululu okukoma waki?
Abatabate batajje mu kulumba be tunaamanya tebalina ki? Balina ebizibu. Era abasitula amaloboozi okugamba nupu simanyi bali batya. Tewali kibiina omutali bulabe.
Okuneewerera.
Kalino omukulu Kanso George Musisi yatera okozesa ekigambo nti tumwenyamuko naye ng'ensonga ziri serious. Kalino ku mulundi guno ninza okugamba vidiyo eno gwena agenda okubeera nga ogiraba agenda beera nga nkukashoningirawo nti erinza okubeeramu ebintu bingi ebikuteekinga aback oba ebirinza okubeera nga bitiisa ku side yo era ninza okugamba nti nno weesibe biri kubanga ku mulundi guno ebintu birinnye enkandago. Abaganda oba enjogera y'abantu bonna bagamba nti omuntu bw'abeera omusanyufu ennyo abeera no potential w'okubeera nti ayasa ebyama ate era ne wabeera nga anyiize ennyo era still asobola obeera nga aliviiringa ebyo by'obadde tomanyi. Wabula ku mulundi guno ninza okugamba nti nno national security ey'eggwanga Uganda oba ninza okugamba nti Uganda yandigwamu nabe ku byogenda okubeera nga naawe weewulirirako kubanga ebya Dr. Kanokiza Besigye saako ne General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni tulinza okugamba omusango guli personal naye ate tulinza okugamba singa revelations zino zibanga zibadde ntuufu ddala Uganda yandibadde wabyogenda okubeera nga olaba nziramu kinoganya oba kikugamba nti birinza okubeera nga bikushookinga oba nga bikutiisaamuko wano ne wali kyogenda osooka okubeera ng'onkolera vidiyo eno mbadde njagala buli munnayuganda abeere ng'agirabako era gwagirabye obeere ng'ogisharingira muno era nga okutambula buli omu agifune ogenda beera ng'onyamba ogimpeere ekigalo gimpeere like wogiwa like edduka misinde neetuuka ku buli omu gwe wandyagadde ate ebeere nga etuukako. Ebintu byongedde okubeera nga bibijja ebintu byongedde okubeera nga bifuukira ddala ebibi. Bangi abadde beebuuza Dr. Kanokiza Besigye lwaki aprosecutingibwa obudde buno era lwaki bamuwambira mu ggwanga erya Kenya okubeera nga atuusibwa era ng'emabegako kaawo kale nno ayogerera amagye yavayo n'ategeeza baalina munnange ne gaapu emunyiga oba emutta nga tannatuuka Uganda niyo olaba baamutuusa ffe ng'Abannayuganda ffe abalina okubeera nga twebaza ekyalagira ddala nti ensonga yali serious. Wabula olunaku olwajjo mbadde njagala katambi kano ke mba nsooka okubeera nga nkuwa olw'oluvannyuma tubeere nga tugattako byonna ne vidiyo eno mbadde nkusaba yonna girabe ogimaleko ogatte dots oluvannyuma naawe ojja sigala ng'ogamba Uganda Iragawa.
Guys, because these people of the opposition are trying to whip up sentiment.
Hold it up.
Let me make the point. Besigye was in a meeting planning to kill Museveni in cold blood. Did he subject Museveni to due process? In fact, I think Museveni is a very humane person. Why? Because Museveni could have kidnapped or abducted him from Nairobi, killed him from there and would never have been seen. If it was me trying to kill me, I have no... Without following due process, why should I follow due process?
Hold it.
Hold a second. Because he wants a shouting match, we can have a shouting match.
We can.
Yes, we can. So you want your man to kill Museveni, and Museveni should sit as
you have been abusing your authority, Mwenda. You are in a chopper. You are in military uniform. And then Museveni kidnaps children from street and they are charged in courts of law that they are putting on a beret.
How is that
related about abuse of authority? That's what we are talking about.
In every case you come, you are always involved in the petty arguments like you are attacking him, but he was arrested, when you were kidnapped. That's all that you do.
I am talking about
your lack of intellectual quality is not my problem.
I am talking about
what you need to do, maybe go back to school or to your mother and be educated. Be educated. You are part of those who are coming here and whipping up sentiment and sounding stupid. Doesn't make anything. You get it? You have come and turned this debate into a shouting match. You want a shouting match? Then you can have it.
Go ahead.
Okay, and I'm very good at it. So I am going to tell you, your man Besigye was plotting to murder Museveni. Was he using due process in that process?
Andrew,
was he subjecting Museveni to a court when he discusses that he wants to shoot down his
Andrew, can I
Museveni is a human being. Museveni has, if I were in Museveni's shoes, I would not even have that man alive, because he does not believe in due process. There is a process of removing a government. He does not respect it.
So
there is a process.
Which process did Museveni follow to remove a government? Which process did he follow?
It doesn't matter. Museveni succeeded.
It does.
Treason is only treason when you don't succeed.
Should you when he was removing a government?
Besigye did not succeed. Besigye did not succeed. Therefore, he's subject to the law which he has violated. Museveni's greatness is that he succeeded. Besigye has failed. Here is the point. Listen, you're not going to give this man whatever to try to run roughshod of everybody.
No, hold it.
Why are you and Besigye not discussing the substantive case of what Besigye was plotting? Why are you saying, how did you get this evidence? Does it matter? Assuming I killed somebody and you stole the evidence or you bought it, does it matter how you got the evidence? The evidence is that the man was involved in a meeting to unleash violence in this country and kill the president of the country.
Can we put
he was plotting cold-blooded murder.
Can we put some questions
listen,
to you?
There is no way Besigye can claim that somehow his rights have been violated when he was planning to violate the rights of others.
Thank you. You've made your argument. Andrew, can we put some questions to you?
Yes.
Under the presumption of innocence, all the arguments you've just made are supposed to be proved in a court of law.
Yes.
That process hasn't happened yet.
It is under...
So you're making... You are making conclusions. Hold a moment. You're making conclusions on a matter that is before court, accusing Besigye of the many things you're accusing him of, without proof.
I have proof of audios of Besigye plotting murder.
You're not a court of law.
Exactly. Okay.
That's why we are saying.
Why are there prisons and why is there remand?
Listen.
Why is there? I want to ask you a question and you answer it. Every time somebody commits murder, they are remanded in court. I mean, they are remanded by court and they are taken to jail.
And right now there is no...
Does that mean that the presumption of innocence is taken away? But for me, even that is irrelevant because these people are being political. For me, the question is, when Besigye was plotting to kill Museveni, what due process was he getting?
Can I correct you? When Besigye was allegedly...
You think Museveni is not a human being?
Allegedly plotting to kill Museveni.
I cannot say allegedly.
Someone is suspected of having committed murder.
I have a confirmation of Besigye's voice. I am not the court can follow its own process. I'm not here to argue as a judge. I'm here to argue as a person who got evidence of Besigye's voice in a meeting planning to kill Museveni in cold blood. You cannot say that's a very simple thing.
Let me ask
and let me tell you, Charles, just 1 second. I think Museveni, your way, you trust me, I will be killed in defense of you on this issue. I think you're a very nice human man. Because a man who was planning to kill you, you abduct him from Nairobi and bring him before competent courts. What would Idi Amin have done? Or any other person for that matter? Did the Americans take Bin Laden to a court of law? Besigye was planning terrorism. So he could even have been killed in that meeting. So for him to begin playing this stance of not eating in a prison and you coming and making noise and defending a cold-blooded murderer, a person who was planning cold-blooded murder, I find it very demeaning and disgusting.
Let's listen, if you could, yes, Opondo, and then we'll bring in Council Arias Lukwago.
Well, I hope we shall have a calmer debate after that. But as you can,
I am so happy you have shut them down. Because
as you please,
you have it.
Yes, but you are defending a man who was trying to kill somebody.
We are telling you to follow due process. We are saying.
Kali no gwe ndo muna Uganda alaba ebintu ebyo bebigambo ebyo ebya Andrew Mwenda era credit ngenda soka njuwe NBS television nga sinaba kubeera nga mbawa videos endala ezirinza okubeera nga product ya video eyo kale no yafunye omukisa okubeera nga olaba ku program eyo yabadde heated conversation oba discussion olunaku olwajjo ku program eya frontline y'ensonga lwaki credit sausage wa NBS television kale no ninza okugamba nti bangi abalinza okubeera nga revelations ezo gwe mulundi ogusoose okuziraba oba abalala nga mugamba nti wabaddewo modifications kubanga ffe twali tumanyi bintu biri contrary ku bino ninza okugamba obusungu Andrew Mwenda bwakozesa alinza okubanga ina point kale no jayagala okubeera nga approving ninza okugamba nti amaloboozi Andrew Mwenda gali mu kwogerako gasatulatinga olova social media oluvannyuma lwa Dr. Kizza Besigye okubeera nga akwatibwa era ng'ekibuuzo mu mutwe gw'oyo alaba yandibadde yeebuuza amawulire agagagwa mu intelligence ate gafuluma gatya nga kooti tenaba kubeera nga munnange etuula kubanga obubeera bujulizi bwa nkukunala. Ekirala otunuulira omukulu Andrew Mwenda kale nno n'obusungu bwabadde nabwo era olinza okwebuuza ekibuuzo kimu kale nno n'abeera ng'akwata ku Dr. Kizza Besigye alinza muleka mu state ki kubanga yagambye singa abadde Gen. Museveni kale nno Besigye yandibadde si omukwaba bakyateganya abafumbi yandibadde yamumiza dda omusu era nga teyandisobodde namuganya kubeera ng'akomawo mu ggwanga Uganda yandibadde amutta busi olwo nno n'omulambo gwe ne gubulako amayitire. Kale n'ebigambo ebyo niyinza okugamba biri somehow disturbing eri abawagira Dr. Besigye n'abawagira enfuga ey'amateeka ate nga bivudde mu musajja era omukulu Ssemujjunganda gwabadde agamba nti gw'ogamba nti nno kale nno abantu bakola emisango balina okubeera nga baprosecutingibwa naye ate Gen. Yoweri Kaguta Museveni apiikinga abaana abato ku street olwakakofiira n'abatwala mu General Court Martial n'abasiba emyaka egisukka 4 ninga gw'osiiba mu chopa kale no ez'amagye mu byambalo eby'amagye naye ate gwe tolina kyokolebwako. Kale n'omuzungu ekyo kyalinza okubeera nga ayita double standards. Kale no wotunulira n'enfuga ey'amateeka omuntu yenna ng'omukulu wa mubuuzizi oba moderator namugamba mu nfuga ey'amateeka tulina presumption of innocence era nga tupresuminga nti omuntu yenna abeera innocent until proven guilty. Bamubuuza eno due process ku Besigye lwaki toyagala ebeere nga etuukawo ate ye agamba nedda okusinziira ku bujulizi bo be balina oba ye bw'alina Besigye omusango gumukka mubi. Kale no simanyi lunaku Andrew Mwenda we yafuuka kooti era simanyi ddi lwe yafuuka judge kubanga ye yamaliza dde okubeera nga munnange agumusalira maybe kubanga mukwano gwa first son oba muyite Gino Muhoozi Kayine Lugaba naye ate gwe twogerako Andrew Mwenda saako n'abalala era be bantu be bamu ate abaali bacriticizing government eno at times back. Kale nno kiruma nga tetunneeyongerayo njagala nsooke nkulage koko ekituufu simanyi nawe ninza kubeera nga nkiyita kubanga Andrew Mwenda emabegako be mubamu ku bantu abaali ba critic era nga yawandiika obutabo bungi era yasibwa munnange bwe yabeerera munnamawulire kubanga yali mukuukuutivu ng'ayogera ebigambo obudde buno nga Kyagulanyi byayogera naye ate wotunulira obudde buno olulimi lw'engeri gye luflowingamu oyongera okugamba nti omuntu wali anakuta obulungi kale nno n'ebigambo bye birinza okubeera nga bikyuka. Wano Ssemujjunganda yali alina byamujjukiza era nga nabyo byali biri inflicted obanga bimutuusibwako president waffe Burundi Gen. Yoweri Kaguta Museveni.
Were you not at Entebbe with Besigye when you came back crying with the wind when Museveni had stopped Besigye from flying?
You always want to this kind of things. Because
yes,
I think the problem
because you speak like you are a foreigner.
Yes,
you have been here.
You see, the opposition in Uganda is the angriest voices. I always tell them that anger doesn't build anything.
God help this country.
Anger cannot make power. Power is what really impacts on society.
Anger
can be an important force of power, but it cannot shape power.
Anger is a consequence. You came back from Entebbe crying, you and we.
Yes.
Yeah, why were you crying if you are not angry?
But how can they, I'm not saying they should not be angry, but you cannot make anger policy. Anger is an expression of lack of that policy. But let me finish, Charles.
Isn't that a bit of a contradiction? Because
that's a reality in Uganda, because this country is captured by Museveni and his family. The one that Mwenda one time wrote about when he was still Mwenda, he was captured at his residence in Kololo. He started calling me in the morning, they have kidnapped me. You remember when you were crying?
You've repeated that.
Yes, because he called me and I'm not lying.
On this show,
I am not lying.
I said it 100 times.
Yes, I remember. This Mwenda now is an apologist of Museveni, was the one who crying when he wrote about his family.
That's the beauty of living long.
So,
kale n'omukulu gwe nninza okuyita Ssemujjunganda agezaako nnyo ebiseera ebisinga okubeera ng'ajjukiza abo bapanelist b'abeera nabo naddala abo abakyuka. Uganda yalimuko abantu bangi naye ng'obudde buno nabagamba President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni y'omu ku basajja b'ensinga okutendereza abalina amagezi agasobola omanipulatinga abantu era nga munnange bw'omulemerera okubeera ng'omanipulatingibwa ate akitwalira ddala nti gwe oli mulabe w'amaanyi gy'ali kubanga otunuulira abasajja nga basajja mivule ba Ronald Mayinja abasajja ba Andrew Mwenda kale no bano baali bakritiike ba General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni for decades oba emyaka egisoba mu 10 naye obudde buno bw'obalaba nga bye bashuga talkinga era nga munnange be bamuyiirawo omubiri muli onodinga omutwe n'ogamba ddala ensi ekyuka kakati awo nno Ssemujju abadde amujjukiza nti naawe kennyini wali ng'okya criticize nga General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni omuwandiiseko amawulire omuwandiiseko obutabo ebyali ebituufu kale no tujjukira nga naawe yakwatakoko era yakusiba era tujjukira ne wabeerera ng'oli nnyo alayi wa Besigye wankubirako ne ku ssimu ng'okaaba amaziga ng'ogamba bakuwambye bakoze eki kale no ng'agezaako mugamba reflecting ebintu biri ate obiteeke ku kino ekiriwo ne munnange abantu bo tebayiga abantu bo beerabize nnyo kasita wabeerawo ekyoja nnimiro omukulu ono tumujjukirako Kodeko incident emu omukulu Kyagulanyi we yasobola okubeera nga amukakkanya naye ngenda beera nga maybe tunagaleeta amawulire agaddako naye ensonga eryemu era Ssemujju Nganda gye yayaze n'agamba lwaki byonna mubikola nga mwagala mu amending constitution mwagala mubeere nga mutereeza amateeka agafuga amagye muzeewo kooti macho era gye mwagala okubeera nga muprosecutingira Besigye kitegeeza mwagala kubeera nga mumuwa quick trial omukulu General Muhoozi Kainerugaba gye yayogerako ey'okubeera nga emutta Bussi.
Why do they want to charge people in the court martial? And the reason is very simple, because in the court martial there is no trial. You can go and ask Aaron Kiza what happened to him. The court martial complained against him, sentenced him, sent him to Luzira, beat him. That's what they wanted to do to Besigye. In fact, I think Kenya must have been the one that stopped them from killing Besigye in Kenya. Maybe the intention was to kill him. Because if you have evidence, really, for this huge evidence of Andrew Mwenda, present it to court. Mwenda, you are not a judge. Muhoozi is not a judge. Present this evidence before courts of law and get Besigye to be convicted. Because you have presented Besigye to every single court in Uganda, to the to the High Court many times for rape, for treason, for misprision of treason, for everything. And once you're a government that keeps lying, even when you have something substantial, people will not believe you because you have been lying every day. You said you have evidence Besigye had raped a girl. You went through a whole trial and court came to the same conclusion like Besigye's lawyers that you are dismissing today, that this matter could only have been cooked in the State House. That was the conclusion of court. What stops that same State House from cooking another evidence? Because if you have evidence, you are dying because you have present this evidence before a competent court. You don't go and try Besigye yourself and convict him and then announce when you will kill him.